Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Aaron here. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, it is finally here. After 11 long years, the drought is finally over. EA Sports College Football 25 is here. We've got some first look gameplay available from the EA College Sports YouTube page, as well as some gameplay, some raw footage from Mr. Bordeaux himself. Unfortunately for him, he was playing against Donovan Edwards, and just like in 2022, Donovan Edwards ran all over him like he did my Buckeyes.
Donovan Edwards! Touchdown, Michigan! The Don!
The Don is a great player, and we're going to get some live reactions and footage. Now, they played Texas versus Michigan on the first game, but we're going to go ahead and skip over that and show you guys Michigan at Penn State, at Happy Valley, the whiteout, and it is just an incredible experience. First of all, I just want to point out those graphics. Those graphics look insane, okay? Now, we know this is a video game, and of course, by the time it's rendered through my video, again, it might not look as good, but the helmets look absolutely incredible. The attention to detail here. And you can see, of course, they've mentioned that there's going to be a host of different jersey combinations, but here you can see that you can adjust that as well. And of course, we have the Big Ten matchup, but right off the bat, these details just look incredible. Here is this, and just the different levels, as well as the commentary and just different things. They have taken the attention to detail, and something I will point out later in this video, to the maximum, right? These like when you audible and they talk about it in here, your players look over to the sideline. It's incredible. It's incredible. Let's go ahead and get into it, okay? Night, yeah, we got to go at the night game with the whiteout. Oh.
You can hear the We Are Penn State.
Dude, that's so sick. That's so sick.
This is awesome. With their fight song, goodness. I gotta turn the volume up on mine. I want to hear this.
All right, here we go. So right off the bat, you can see, obviously got the player options here, and it looks like the user selected defensive player. It tells you your responsibility. Now, of course, I'm guessing if we go into online mode, and depending on the difficulty that you select, that will potentially disappear. But that is nice, because I remember when I was playing NCAA 14, I would always just, user my defensive end, and as MMG and a lot of other players have told us, you have to, in order to be an elite player, you're going to have to play coverage, right? The metas and the talent of the players that has developed over the years, you're going to have to play coverages. But also, the new right stick feature is going to make playing defense so much easier. And of course, if you're going against Bordeaux, who threw about 5 interceptions in this game, yeah, man, he's going to have to work on his passing. He's honestly a great content creator. He does a lot of the story arcs on his channel. But let's go ahead and get into this here. Michigan's defensive line showing up early. And here we have a first look at the Platinum Pocket Disruptor. They said there's something like 125 different abilities, as well as you can see on the right here. Here is your endurance, and here is your this is your injury side, and this is, I think, your endurance, they said on the right here. But they go over it in a different part of this video.
So he's really going to wreak havoc on the O-line if you don't have the guys that can match up with him.
He's pulling up those hot routes.
So, hot routes. The amount of customization in this game, which I think is going to lead to some frustration, especially with clock management, but in, fade, speed out, curl, post, slant, corner, drag, custom stem, comeback, smoke screen, deep cross, triple option, deep dig. There is the meta in this game, I can only imagine. Guys, we're going to be spending the rest of my life simply developing the best strategies and the best way to make third graders cry online. No, I'm just kidding.
On the custom stem. Yes. What are people going to be able to do with
those
custom stems?
The custom stem, they're talking about it right now. I'm just going to let them talk about it. But you can develop your own routes. And here's what I was talking about. Just a user pick right off the bat here. Let's see this read, right? Who's he looking at? And I don't know if Donovan cut that route with the right stick, but you can see the user right there, and he dies. Bro, I mean, imagine being cooked by the player, dude. That's crazy. Inside read. Oh, cut back. They said it. The joystick movement in this game is going to be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Hey, I like the lion noise on the first down, boys.
Dude, I know the attention to detail in this game is absolutely nuts. All right, he's dropping back. Let's go back to full screen here.
What do we got here? Oh,
Catch and run. Oh,
Get out there.
cut back.
Get out there.
Touchdown.
You like that Texas,
Dude.
What do we got coming? Little Heisman post?
Little so kickoffs, right? Kicking, they kicked a few field goals in the earlier game. Kicking is, you're gonna have people throwing their controllers, man. The rage quits from kicking, I can only imagine. And yeah, Don actually said it here. Oh, I'm calling him Don. What am I, Gus Johnson here? The Don. He mentioned he thought he had Road Dog, which is another ability and it's of ultimate increase to composure gains on the road. So thinking, what did I do with my volume here?
Absolutely deserves it. We hand assigned abilities to the top 100 players in college football to make sure they're represented.
Yeah, so 100 plus abilities
in real life.
And for those at home, as they're seeing home field advantage and the different impacts and effects that are happening, as the meter.
Oh, there it is. The stadium pulse.
We've broken down the top 25 places, toughest places.
Okay. We needed to go over this, but their rankings were atrocious. I am a diehard Buckeye. Okay. One of the craziest Buckeyes you will ever meet. There is no shot, okay, that Ohio Stadium is above Beaver Stadium, okay, right? There's no chance, right? Also, the Big House deserves to be in that list of top 10. The Big House isn't that loud per se, but it is an intimidating environment. 110,000, one of the biggest stadiums, if not the biggest stadium in all of sports. How is that not in the top 10? And why is Kyle Field number 1? Anyway, we're getting off topic there. But also, something to note, they talked about it a little bit earlier, you want to pass within the blue. As soon as you get into the yellow, they said your throwing accuracy, similar to Madden, isn't quite, you can throw behind, you can throw ahead, and that, of course, will lead to more interceptions.
That could be anything from the squiggly routes to not seeing icons.
Yeah, and here they're talking about the stadium pulse, obviously.
It's showing the wrong play. Your back is literally against the wall.
Oh, touchdown.
Uh-oh. Got him. I wonder what the play call there was, because I actually went back. Did they show this play again? I went back and watched this play, and their safety, what single high looked like that or a cover 3, is just sitting in the middle of the field. So, I mean, I guess maybe he's covering these crossers if it's a single high look with maybe a look robber in the middle there, but I don't know what this safety was doing. So, and again, of course, this is kind of the beta gameplay, the not the final product. They made sure to mention that. But as you can see, like, what is he doing, right? At least he should be like right here anyway, but that's just me being a picky college football fan.
Hey, you can make those plays on the road.
Those helmets look so disgusting, dude. We've got these graphics look insane. Oh my, dude. What is he throwing to? Throwing into double coverage?
Wow. If Bordeaux were to bring up Coach Vision right here with left trigger, he'd be able to view
Coach Vision
of his players in pre-play, so you can see the composure of the team. It's not great right now.
Composure, dude. I'm gonna be so mad if I lose due to composure, but it's a factor. There's another one. Oh, was that a pick?
Oh my
I didn't, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, this is a rage quit worthy. Dude, he's keeping his composure. He's actually keeping, Bordeaux's keeping his composure rather well. I hate that song.
We made sure that the archetypes are so important.
That's a good throw.
The abilities live
That's a
within
good
the
throw. Catch and run.
system.
It was in the red
Particular
though.
archetypes can get particular abilities, which is paramount to make sure that we're not really, muddying the water.
Handoff inside zone. Ooh, spin move. There it is. Dude, they said, we mentioned it earlier, they said the joystick and the cutting is going to be so, fluid and elusive that you're going to have a lot of fun with the user joystick. What was he using
There's
there?
another one, right? Hit the red. Okay, but now he's got to
behind him.
turn all the way
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, so they talked about that. When you hit the red, it's not a super
Slow down,
accurate
but it's
pass.
still catchable.
Exactly, but those are going to really hurt you
Yeah.
in tight windows.
Only had 3 carries. He'd be the most well-rested running back in the country.
Oh, I think he likes this 7 route right here. Nope, he's going to throw the flat to himself.
Yeah, and
No, he threw to himself, dude. That's so sick. That's so sick.
Great showcase of
I hate
abilities
Michigan, but
that
that's so
Donovan
sick, dude.
has
You
in
throw to
college
yourself
football
in college.
25.
Oh,
You can see
man.
it with takeoff
What a
right there.
moment.
When that play started, he got just that extra quick step.
Take
off
off
of the
physical ability, moderately quicker release off the line when not being pressed. Dude, there is
Bro,
so.
the graphics
This
are, like,
game
so
is.
nice on this game.
He's talking about the
The
graphics,
graphics team
dude.
did an awesome job. Look
Yeah.
at the lighting.
Dude, this. Oh, I'm so excited. Who am I going to here?
There it is.
Oh, red ball.
I'm
Dude.
reading it.
He's throwing a triple coverage. Poor guy,
It
man.
was just slightly.
Dude, yeah, like, what is he throwing to here? Your under's open, and this guy's potentially coming open. Like, that, whatever.
Defender was in good coverage. That was able to be picked.
New kicking debuting in college.
Yeah,
It's
so
just
the
something
kicking,
that
like we
I-
talked about, doesn't that look impossible? Like, look, yeah, he missed it. He whiffed it.
Timing
So
up
here's a
the
better one,
accuracy
yeah.
meter, Not over kicking it if you want to have success.
I've heard rumors.
Kicking
of
is gonna cause so many broken
You're
controllers.
actually going to see defenders move if you use the pump fake effect.
Absolute.
So that's nasty. The pump fake you saw there, the corner or safety bit there.
Yeah, now you can pull down a corner to throw behind him, right? In that 4-7 look. There's a lot of different things we really wanted to start making it play instead of just being more or less of an animation.
Oh, that's nasty. Mobile quarterbacks are going to be so disgusting. We know that Alex Rogi is rather mobile, and he just kind of dotted him there. On the run.
And then now that, again, the rating
Oh,
is
dude,
differential.
I see. That's that flick stick where I don't. I mean, of course, the right stick can. They showed us in the trailer can flick to a different player. There's the pitch. He's hyped, dude. He is. Oh man, 35-14. That looks like an accurate representation of Penn State. Dude, he's keeping himself together so well. He's, honestly, he's probably just letting it. I don't know. I wouldn't let him win, but
It looks like he had a route.
damn, that was a nice one.
Catch.
As you see here with Bordeaux, he's going into wear and tear. Now you can see left arm.
Yeah, wear and tear. So wear and tear, and then what did they say this one was? I'm not sure, but you can see, yeah, rib, left arm. So
he's losing a little bit of stats in that case.
I feel that.
So the individual body parts are going to pick up the wear and tear. It's not just generic fatigue or your whole body. It's going to be based on how they're hit, where they're hit.
that's
And that's
adaptive.
the
I mean,
change
as long as it
in
works,
the
right?
rating.
Remember the injuries in Madden throughout the years? It's like one hit, and it's like, just torn ACL, torn ACL, torn ACL.
Throw power, throw accuracy, medium throw, short, long, all of that. Just as it would in real life. And we're on the road, too.
That's a
We're
cool
gonna fight
kickoff.
some play on the road. Just subtle.
I like that kickoffs are a little bit harder. Oh, you got the lateral on the return.
Especially being in the Big Ten. This game's in November and it's snowy. That's going to have an effect on how the players play.
Without question, throwing a wet football is a fundamental component of football. And so we had to make sure that was properly replicated.
Oh, was that a motion halfback wheel?
Did that in the bowl game. I forgot what it's called.
Nasty.
They did that exactly.
Motion
Right,
halfback
so now
wheel.
you see, right? Now we got wear and tear here in yellow, so now the impacts are starting to grow.
Yeah, you could tell the way
Ooh.
the ball was floating right
Little
there.
flag?
Past the wear and
Little
tear
flag?
starting to accrue.
It wasn't a crisp throw. Like,
Dude, so throwing looks like it's going to be similar to the, I guess, free-forming in Madden. You got to get it just in the right window. I wonder if you can lead it, I guess, like you do in Madden with the right stick.
Quarter is probably your biggest
biggest
bump,
one,
and
okay.
then if you're in Dynasty or Road to Glory, week to week.
It's going to be tough once your quarterback starts getting banged up like this. You're definitely going to notice it with the trajectories, the throw power.
Ooh. Oh, did he catch that?
I haven't seen that.
Just got mossed, dude.
Holy cow! I don't know. Sykes, I have not. I couldn't tell you the last time I've seen that.
No.
I want to see that.
Dude, it's nice though that the corners are not just being overrun all the time. That's one of the most annoying things about Madden. Oh, why did he cut backwards? Nice. Why are you dancing? You're down 40. You gotta dance. You gotta dance, dude. 56-21. So I don't know about you guys, but there was so much to unpack in that. Even in that limited gameplay footage, I can just tell you I am going to absolutely no life this game. It has been 11 years since I've been able to beat my friend's ass in this game, and while they have gone on to have, lives and everything, I am still a virgin. I'm a virgin. I have kept those virgin hands ready for this game. Just don't tell my fiance. But here, let's actually go to Bordeaux's version. As long as they fix the glitchy Madden mechanics, which I've seen a few of them, and like we talked about on that one play where the safety was just sitting in no man's land, that has to change. But for the most part, he said there was also some glitchy mechanics, like one of these, his linebacker was right next to it, and here they're actually talking about the throw power, so I'm gonna leave this in.
Make sure to show up, but let's get back to the EA reaction.
There it is,
So it's the same play.
There it is, baby. Come on, Martin.
Great ball. So you see that's our brand new revamp passing right there. That's the blue. It's a safer throw that he made.
Catch and run, yeah.
There's blue, yellow, red. Obviously the more that you're in the red, the more off target a throw is going to be. Good throw there for Donovan.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the red.
Bullseye system, right? And Bill Walsh said it best.
That's a beautiful dot right there.
6 inch off the numbers. We wanted to really work off of that and get rid of the throws that might have been 20 plus yards over a head or anything random. Now, if you're hitting in the red, you're throwing it now target.
Your state. Still figuring it. Okay. You just went in on what I was saying too.
Boys, this graphic stuff is real. It got me looking. They got us looking to the sideline. Yeah, I like that. They got us looking to the
Yeah, you see him
forgot
look to
that
the
he pointed
sideline.
That out in this video.
Yeah.
So they circled it pre-play,
Yep,
but
we
whenever
talked
you
about that.
audible, they are going to look over to the sideline to get that information from the coach. And it looks like this footage has jumped all the way up to 1 minute left. So I forgot most of these. So you can see what the gameplay's like. I did get frustrated with that ball because
here's where he talked about it, right? This should be a pick. I agree with him here. This honestly should be a pick, right? What is the linebacker doing? And this is what would frustrate me so much in Madden. Because I see that, right? If you're decent, even just Madden player, you don't have to be a good defensive player. You see that, right? You switch to that character, and when you switch in Madden, you press B or whatever it was, right stick, click it in. It would, every time I feel like, you were looking at the game from this perspective, it would throw your, whatever action you were previously doing from the previous input, and that frustrated me so much. But they said now it's just a flick of the right stick. However, even the computer or the AI should be recognizing, again, I think this was a little bit of input delay. I don't know. Hopefully they eliminated that. They said they did. In the trailer, they showed USC picking it off or whatever, that right stick flick. So hopefully they fixed that.
Didn't react to it, but I haven't seen this since. And all the gameplay that you see from these two games was on a work-in-progress build. I also feel like I have to mention how awesome Scott was, how much he kicked that behind the gameplay. It's probably my favorite part of College Football 25. And I think we've caught up to where the video's at on EA's version, so we'll go over to that.
Yeah, I like that. They got us looking to the sideline and all that.
Oh, that one's up the middle, too.
Get off me.
Ooh.
Donovan's an absolute character. I'm pretty sure after that
He cuts it back.
started to go
This
wrong.
run was nasty, dude. Double juke, right to the right, back, left, left, right, in.
I just have to shout out for a second the stick work that Mr. Donovan Edwards.
That
just
right
showed.
one,
That's
see,
great. That's part of
that's
the
to me is
gameplay
going to be
that
really
all
frustrating.
that
If if you're just,
explosiveness, the control that you
I
get
like
with
that
the
it's going to be
carrier.
a lot
That's a
easier than
huge
Madden.
part,
Where you
huge
flick it and it's
part
just like a
of the
massive
college football
juke.
experience.
He's definitely right about that. Not only is it fast, but it feels like you have full control of your player to make them do whatever you want. And there's some sick skill moves in.
Yeah, so I think it's overall it's going to be good. However, I can see that triggering me down the line. When you get the threats. Who's just like, oh, bro, you gotta, it's, and they're just tapping every single button. But here,
Football feel.
I felt like I was out there, you know what I'm saying?
so that I don't think that first juke was necessary,
read the
but
defense a little. I'm able to read it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. It looks smooth. It looks smooth.
Yeah, that's what I'm going up against. Somebody that knows how to read a defense like in a game. And he's also just one of the best running backs in the nation, so he's going to
Yeah, I mean, dude, that was
such a smooth.
he's so right, because this dude does a lot of dynasty and stuff on NCAA 14. Imagine going up against the actual Donovan Edwards, who knows now he said he wasn't a gamer, but bro, he literally plays Division 1 college football. You know what? He knows how to read. He literally knows these plays.
So maneuver.
Yeah. That's something I wanted to talk about earlier, right?
It was very easy to
attention to detail. He looks back, right?
That's true.
That was the attention to detail, man.
Wait, I think that this jumped ahead very far. I was right about that. First, we have the kickoff where actually
Hold on.
kicks it.
I don't care about this.
Things is just that there's about after you go from
The helmets look sick. He mentioned this here,
third to
but
quarter. This is what you see. The helmets always look good on this game. My staple for college football. Team stat screens to display stuff even more. I think I finally get to call out my staple for college football.
Touch pass.
And it's the jet touch passes. You all are going to see that a ton this year. And I
Yeah,
honestly love using them. You
Oh,
can get
man.
a lot of players into motion as well. And that's what I on this play, taking my flat. And
I feel like that should be a wheel route, no? Why is he like stop? If you hit him in stride here, this guy gets anyway.
What I did on
I'm
this play,
I'm
taking
judging.
my flat, and I think I was able to get like 5 or 6. We're caught up now though, so let's hear Scott break down what's going on.
Yeah, so this is what I was trying to.
He has the
I
impact
think I got this
player
wrong
and then there's
earlier.
Other stuff that he's going to talk about.
So here as we come to the line and Ewers is at the line, you're looking at the player reticle here, right? The right is your fatigue, stamina, and then on the left
Fatigue,
is your wear and tear.
and then wear and tear.
is
Okay,
basically
fatigue and wear and tear,
5
not
different
toughness.
Pips. That's just showing you the body part that is hurt the most.
Sure.
That's it. So it could be an
Yeah, so -1 break tackle, -1 catch, -1 carry. Right leg is orange almost. Okay, so slight, high, severe, as you can see here. -6 break tackle, -4 catch. What is COD? I don't know what that is, but -4 speed as well.
It could be an elbow.
And there I am, Quinn Ewers. It looks just like me on this game. I was face scanned when I was at.
That's
Meet
sick, dude.
Bruce. G.
Yeah, you guys can tell my algorithm is
Backs throwing. Here I'm pretty.
And then orange.
That affects.
This is gotta make into the impact of the hit.
Oh, they talked about pitches here.
That's a great-
So they said there's a soft pitch and then like a quick pitch.
You can hear
One of the new
Donovan.
things that into college is the pitch types. So now
There's
you
also a
usually have
fake
3
pitch,
different
dude. This is
pitches
gonna
you
be
can do.
so
You've
nasty.
got your quick pitches.
By the way, I had no clue that there were different pitch types whenever I threw that, but it was great because it allowed them to talk about the moment. I've always
Also,
just done before, but
that
after
just
seeing
reminds me of
this
the
right there,
Braxton
strong
Miller
pitch, maybe I
fake
shouldn't.
pitch
Strong pitches
run
and
play.
Fake pitches.
Oh,
Quick
Braxton.
pitches are basically going to be to get you out
Quick
of a tight
pitch,
spot. The
tap.
animation's going to be quick, but the ball might
Strong pitch,
it might
hold.
not hit the pitch back perfectly.
Dude, I'm gonna be
stride,
so mad if
but
I
then on
quick
your strong
pitch it and it's a
pitches,
fumble.
What you're going to get by holding the pitch button.
Yeah,
the
so strong,
animation
just
might
like
take a little bit
passing.
longer, but it's going to hit the guy in stride. The ball speed's going to be quicker, and then of course
I need
fake
that.
pitching. that's
Double
just
tap.
to rub it into your
That's just
opponent's
gonna be.
face.
It's just gonna be
That's
rude
just-
when you do that.
Exactly. That's just
That's
going to be the taunt,
crazy.
basically.
Dude,
People-
imagine if it doesn't
that's
register
how
though when you double
approach,
tap.
the option space.
Okay.
Hell no!
Oof.
Come on, man. Listen, if y'all have watched my channel, you would know.
Hold on, real quick. He's blabbering here, but coverage adjustments. Over the top, inside, outside, sticks, quick adjust, individual, show 2, show 3. He talks about, I think it's in this upcoming set here, right?
Down the field and rare.
He's talking about the defense's
Until
coverage,
this
and
play. That was
the
what led-
adjustments are
it's just the-
absolutely insane.
I felt like I had to lock in. I
So, yeah.
more comfortable on defense than offense. I couldn't believe the turnover I made. And I think it's time for my big moment to shine right here. I think this is it. Like I
Yeah,
said,
so
it
that
was
the
a
linebacker
time
there
interception, right?
reacted
Now it's time to
how
see
he should.
everybody else
But
react.
in here, they kind of talk about the defensive
Yeah,
adjustments
I'm
they
pretty sure
made.
they used this to display a feature in the game. They talked in my ear telling me to do something, and there it is. No one said
Cordell,
anything.
was that a covered shell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had cover 3 out there, and I switched to cover 2.
Okay.
That is a major change.
So, yeah,
Adding
so
these cover
showing
shells,
cover 3 or
taking
cover 1,
The old version of what
you probably wouldn't run a cover 1 out of this look, though. Maybe
it's a lot.
you would.
Now instead giving you the ability to show different
Showing now
defense
cover 2, quarters, fire zone, etc.
and
Maybe not a
they
fire
disguise
zone, but
exactly what you're doing.
cover 6.
They honestly
Get it
saved
out
me
there.
with that, by the way.
Touchdown.
So the
'Cause I was able to
defensive
score
adjustments
right after, and
look,
they told me in my
you know, of course, those stem routes, talking about stemming at 5, stemming at 10, up to 25 yards. the attention to detail and
if you didn't
the
understand
adjustments
the breakdown,
here.
basically I came out in a cover 3, one safety high, so he thought it was cover 3, and then using the defensive adjustments, you can show a different coverage, so I went over and showed 2. And when I did that, that is what backed up this safety right here, making it look like a cover 2 or a cover 4 look, and I think that's what confused him, since he definitely knows how to read a defense. After that play, I had the ball, I took a nice slow check down here, going back to the spin move, and then I want to showcase this.
Back to
I
the
can
spin
put any
move.
hot route out there on the field, so I put my running back on a Texas route, hit it immediately,
Texas,
and that's how I
dude.
scored. Because of the type of person I am, though, I don't have the awesome reactions that Donovan gives, so I get in,
there. Touchdown.
and I barely reacted. So there's
Touchdown.
not much to show there.
And it was with that intent to disguise your look on
Dude,
defense.
his
But now you're
composure,
getting
I gotta give him
control,
props,
and
man.
you
If
can
I got
show, depending
blasted
on the
like
formation
that,
you
I would,
call,
I'd be
you can
hot.
show up to 5 or 6 different alignments.
I mean, he's just
in
having
play
fun.
on
That's who
defense.
that's who
So
that guy
instead of
is.
having baseline,
But yeah,
now
here
you
they're
have
talking about the
even
shell,
more
you know, of
control
course,
than you
2
did before.
cover
Okay,
0.
So what they're basically saying is what I showed you all on the field, you can do before you go out as well. So let's say you call cover 3. If you adjust it in the menu, your safeties will come out with 2 safeties high like it's a cover 2.
By being able to say, for example, okay,
That's
I'm going
sick,
to call
dude.
cover 3, but I'm going to show
Just
a cover 0
dude,
blitz
because
look
that's
to
what
make
that's
you
what
think I'm-
colleges and play and teams do in real life, right? Oh, we don't want to show that it's cover 2, right? Send the safety, they drop back, they fill that gap, fill that zone.
But really it's just like a drop coverage, and this is something like core fans have just they've wanted this for years, so I'm so glad we were able to deliver it.
And then
Dude,
with 7 seconds left in the
this
half,
next
I remember
play-
this is what happened.
So
Get away from me.
Oof.
What's wrong with you?
one broke tackle. How is he missing that angle? Was he not running? Dude, that would make me so heated. I'd be so mad at that. And then they talk about all the celebrations there, so
There's people in front of us, there's people on the cameras it off, trying to take it there, doing the right thing. But no, my defense decided to not show up here. That juke move that he pulled off was filthy. Doesn't look like somebody that doesn't game too much pull the 20 touchdown. But just know that
It's a high thing is
this left bumper, the L2 on play stick, me on a 3rd and 16. So let's see how that happened. Plus also up for the player that's performed best, obviously.
he's
I
played
swear,
himself.
this
That
touchdown
sounds
run
sick,
is
dude.
identical. He figured out the kick meter. He held on for too long here, which is going to get a full power kick. It's not the end of the world for kickoffs, but whenever you're attempting field goals, you do not want that to happen or you're going to shank it. They did have me on a 3rd and 16, though, so I'm very curious about how I got there. Of course, the jet touch pass has to come out. Going
Dude,
laterally
I mean,
in this game is
Bordeaux knows how to keep that stretch, right? A lot of players, myself included, cut that upfield way too early. A halfback stretch, a jet sweep. If you have a speed player and you're, I'm guessing they're going to keep speeds relative, especially in like standard or dynasty, because like I'm sure there's going to be a college ultimate team where you're going to have just insane DNs running 99 speed. I'm sure they're going to
And I'm
sell
sure
the
I'm
shit
gonna
out of
use it
that.
at
It's
more
EA.
points.
We
It is
already know
literally
it's
my
coming.
staple. On the next play, though, I just didn't get the ball out in time. I had triangle open, and then caused this penalty flag. And basically,
Yeah, here he talks
see that
about
the
like
clock
making
is
too
running
many adjustments.
down. I made way too many audibles, and that's what caused this penalty flag.
So
and basically,
I mean, that's gonna be
basically-
nice, dude, because every like Madden now, you just see like it's like they run, they come out in like a trips or a 4 wide, and they're making 18 different adjustments, which is just a zone beating. It beats like every defensive coverage, right? And because defenses don't react how they really should, in Madden especially, it's just like you're guaranteed an open man nine times out of 10.
This play because the stadium pulse was going nuts. It's 3rd and 16, and
So
I
it does look like you
deliberately
can have
I'm
some
sure that
accurate
they're gonna
passing.
talk about it too, but it might be one of my only good reads. So I want to recap
Bro,
it.
that's a dog.
Yeah, that was a dot.
that was an absolute.
He says he
dot.
he didn't do it on purpose though, which I guess, but it looks like you are able to thread passes over, like soft zones there or soft unders on cover 2s.
Accidentally.
A lot have heard about us talk about that, whether it's the block.
On corner
You
routes
do
or
feel
fades.
Like you have a ton of control with your passes, though. Look at that spin move as well.
That's
That
a
was
shot. He's going to
filthy.
feel that. He's going to feel that.
Okay, boys. Who dead? I told you all that.
Loving the spin.
I'm starting to notice. Wait. How does he have the ball? What has happened? Throw another interception. That would not be a good look. You can see my stick work still is not pretty. I am not.
Yeah, this is rough. I mean, You see two things here. It's always, this is, hindsight is always 2020, and I hate when people do this. Like, oh, dude, triangle's open, so me doing it is, I'm going to be a huge hypocrite. But there's a lot of green grass in front of you. Well, I know it depends on your quarterback, but I know Ewers can run. That was a good pass.
And I want to point out that I held down too long on that pass.
Yeah, so if he hits the blue there, that's probably a catch and run.
The main reason that my running any confidence that I was going to be able to pick this up, and I did. I think I'm starting to remember what happened now. I was on a 4th and 3. I probably put
Stadium Pulse
on a Texas route because they work pretty well, and there it is, another drop. It's the same thing that happened to me a couple plays before. With this passing meter, all I would have had to do is just let go of it in this zone, but I held on for a bit too long, hit the yellow, and he couldn't.
Yeah, so you just maybe need to tap it.
And even Donovan was a little bit confused because he went over to the depth chart. I can't show the player ratings. I don't want to leak anything. But we looked at the catching stats. That's what got him the ball back at the end of the 3rd quarter, up by 7 already, and that's when he pulled off this filthy run against me. That stiff arm is nuts, by the way. This was
he's
disgusting.
putting on a running clip. Bordeaux, you got to stop something, okay?
I'm not sure what.
So he's definitely going to play like it. Figuring out the solutions
stack the box, but then
hold on, what was that?
Game, so he's definitely going to play like it. Figuring
Crash 3. That looks new, ish. Maybe that's just with a specific team. They said they've got like every playbook. We're going to be running Air Force or not Air Force. Is it Air Force? Air Raid offense. But yeah. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. A huge shout out to both of these channels. I hope they don't copyright strike mine for, kind of showing you guys this footage. But I'm super excited. We're going to be running Dynasty, matchups, of course, online, Ultimate Team, tips, tutorials, tricks, all the words in the arsenal there. I am so pumped for this game. I remember riding my bike to get NCAA 14 at one GameStop, and then it wasn't available. And they said, oh, they have another one 15 miles away. NCAA defined my childhood of video games. So it's come back, and yeah, I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys thought of that in the comments down below. Did I miss any? I know I missed something, so point out what I missed. Tell me what you guys are excited for. If you guys are not subscribed already, make sure you do so. Leave a comment. Love you guys. Aaron out. Peace.